The impact test is the very first step in entrepreneur dynamics because it allows you to find out exactly what is your entrepreneur level and also what's your enterprise level. And these two things are essential. Just like if you're a pilot on a plane, knowing what your level of expertise is has to link with what is the sophistication or complexity of the plane that you're flying as well. And if you don't know these two things, then you might easily follow someone's advice where for them it makes it look easy because they're already at a high level. And so the strategy that they can follow is just coming naturally to them. Whereas for you, there's so many things between where you're at and where they're at that has to come before you follow their strategy. And vice versa. You know, if you're starting a brand new startup and you are the very first time that you're doing it, the actions you should take are totally different from someone else who's starting up a startup who's done it many, many times before as well. So linking your entrepreneur level and your enterprise level together gives you a very, very clear pathway on where you start within your entrepreneurial journey today. So you're going to find by going through the simple test below, which allows you to actually just answer the questions exactly where you're at the moment to find out exactly which of the 9 different entrepreneur levels you're at, and then which of the 8 different impact levels, which is your enterprise level, you're at for your business as well. Now, I've seen people who have been in a position where they are trying to start a business and get up to 1,000 customers fast, and they haven't even ever experienced what it's like to have 10 customers, and we'll tell them to downshift and actually just take the first step at the right level, which allows them to get into flow and get going. I've seen large corporations that have done a really good job in the past wave that they've been on to get themselves up to 1 million+ customers, and then when they actually go to try and innovate and create a new team that's just getting started again, that the culture and the structure they have that's making them successful as a large company simply isn't working for them as a small company. So understanding how these two fit together, absolutely critical. And by going through the test, you're going to find out exactly how you compare to others based on your current entrepreneur level, which is your own expertise, and also based on the impact level, which is out there as well. And just a bit of background, this is not something that was just created in the last year. This has been now over 15 years in development. You'll find that the entrepreneur level, if you have been following our work over past years, links directly to my New York Times bestselling book, The Millionaire Master Plan, where we go through these 9 levels of wealth from those who are just getting started all the way through to those who are out there changing the world. And similarly, you'll find that these enterprise levels within the impact test link to the talks that you would have seen us do all around the world on the impact meter, which is showing exactly how an exponential scale allows you to go from one level to the next and 10 times your growth at each level as you go as well. We are living right now in exponential times, and that's why it's necessary for us to have a structure which allows us to be thinking exponentially as well. Most importantly, knowing that every one of these different levels, in fact, allows you to be thinking of the next level, not as just a graduation of your company, but a revolution within your company, that a retooling and a redesign of your company at every step. So as an example, if I was to say to you, you have to go 4 kilometers in an hour, there's a very good chance you would simply walk, right? Because you can walk 4 kilometers an hour. However, if I added a 0 to that and I said you have to go 40 kilometers an hour, you couldn't walk anymore. You could ride a bike if you're going to ride fast, but you might even take a motorbike. And if I said you had to go 400 kilometers an hour, you couldn't even take a bike or a car. You'd have to take an airplane. 4,000 kilometers an hour, now you're in a rocket ship. The point is that every one of these different levels is very achievable, but it requires a different vehicle. And sometimes it's about simply realizing that what got you to where you are today is stopping you from getting yourself to the next level, because the vehicle simply does not have the ability to lift yourselves up 10 times. So you're going to find that as we go through each of the levels of your entrepreneur level, the way to go to the next level is realizing a lot of your winning formulas that works at one level will be your losing formula at the next level. And similarly, the way to retool your business to go up one more level requires you to actually have a different vehicle, which again requires a totally different way of thinking about your strategy to go 10 times as well. Get this right, and you start to harness the real power of exponential, and you realize it is possible to be 10 timesing, 100 timesing the result you're getting today by understanding what's different at every step from the step below. So go ahead, take the impact test. Do realize that this is a test you can come back to again and again, because as time goes on, your levels will shift, as will be the levels of your business, and always be making sure that you're starting exactly where you're at, and make sure your team is starting exactly where they're at as well, to ensure that you stay in flow and you're able to maximize your results in the coming months and the coming years. So we will see you after the impact test results, and we will go through exactly how you use that report results to be able to then use entrepreneur dynamics in a way that's personalized to you.